Alrighty then. So, this is going viral all over the place. It's all over my feed on Twitter. Good Lord. I keep just scrolling and seeing stuff. I'm just like, well, I'll definitely have to cover that when I get home. So, I'm home. And, let's see here. I'm going to type in, let's see here. Superman first review terrible. That's what I'm hearing. Terrible. And who's the first to pop up here? Comicbookmovie.com. All right. Says here, Superman first review calls DCU reboot superficial and silly and bemoans terrible overstuffed movie. Oh, that's a lot. I'm assuming the overstuffed is all the characters. I know people do have a problem with there being so many characters in this. They'd rather it just be based on just revolving around soups the whole time. Kind of like Man of Steel was, or like, you know, Superman 1978 with Christopher Reeve was, like, or like Superman Returns. Like, I get it. I'll give him credit for doing something different, though. You know, as you guys know, I am a James Gunn fan. I've told you guys several times. No matter what people lie about online, I am a James Gunn fan. The first Superman review has been published from a major outlet, and it's overwhelmingly negative, arguing that very little works in James Gunn's first screen addition to the new DCU. Check it out. All right. So, what I know is this. It's from the Daily Beast, from what I understand. And the review embargo has not lifted. So they published this either on purpose or by accident. And then immediately took it down. So, I wonder if they're going to be in trouble with WB. The review embargo for Superman lifts next week. However, the Daily Beast inadvertently published its verdict last night. While the site took it down pretty fast, it was up long enough for to cause quite a stir among fans and social media. You know, with the whole backlash he's getting from the India comment, from what I understand, a huge portion of Snyder fans actually are from India. And you know, that actually makes sense because a lot of their action movies, I've noticed those slow-mo shots, the color grading, certain angles, it emulates Zack. So I think they're fans of Zack over there. And they said that they felt as though it was demeaning to the international box office, to other countries, him saying that. You know, like I said, you know, I looked at it in the context that he said it, the tone that he had. It didn't seem like he was being racist to me. But apparently a lot of people are pissed off and they feel a certain way. So some people are saying that they're going to boycott in India. So with this added, with a review saying how terrible it is, it could only fan the flames of destruction of its box office. I don't know how much it would actually damage it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if it's a good movie, I think it'll still do well. We'll have to see. We won't name and shame the critic, as the review's publication isn't their fault. However, they are well respected and have a history of writing for publications including Variety and Esquire magazine. They're also no superhero hater, as the critic in question has positively reviewed the likes of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I did too. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I did too. And Thunderbolts. I did not. Now, the review begins by saying the reboot resembles a Saturday morning cartoon. I already told you that's what it felt like. It felt like, Super Kitty and stuff. Almost in a way like, remember the Super Friends? I grew up with Super Friends, and that was really silly, and I loved it though. But that was really silly. Be nice if the Wonder Twins are in here. And that's the feel that it has. It feels like it's a family movie, but leaning to children. But people are telling me it's PG-13. So I mean, we haven't seen everything in all the clips and all the trailers. So I'm gonna give it a fair shot. But it's the feeling they have given with what they have given to us. You know what I'm saying? That's overstuffed. It promises plenty of action, but adds that the film is so awash with over-the-top CGI insanity that its slam-bang mayhem loses its punch. Aha. Yeah, I understand how certain amount of CGI, especially if it's not good or if it's mediocre type CGI, it's going to bother people. It takes you out of it when it's so much of it. I remember when Spider-Man first came out with Tobey Maguire, and I knew at the time, I'm like, it's going to have to do a lot of CGI with what Spider-Man does, with the way he web slings. Come on now, like nobody can really do that stuff. That's why probably everybody keeps getting hurt at that one Spider-Man show on Broadway or whatever. I was gonna go see that too, but never got a chance to. That like, and in the comics, this is the only thing that I haven't seen in the Batman movies, is that he does not swing. But Batman literally swings like Spider-Man does on his bat gun. Literally. There's shots of him in the same type of poses as Spider-Man. Not every pose that Spider-Man does, because Spidey is super flexible and does, certain ones that, Batman doesn't always do. But I cannot wait until someone adds that. Zach already added the badassery with the warehouse fight. And we've seen a lot of other stuff. But I want to see the swinging through the city on the gun like he did in the animated series. Remember that? That's what I want to see. And I want to see it extensive. I'm not talking about just, and then he just lands on the roof. No, I want to see the whole flipping, bounding off of gargoyles. Just going. That's what I would do if I was a director. I'd be killing it. They'd be like, yo, y'all see Tyrone Magnus as Batman? Yo. The cast also doesn't receive much in the way of praise, while the review points out that David Corenswet looks the part compared to Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill. He comes across as relatively slight, a situation exacerbated by the all over the place nature of his saga. It sounds like Superman rarely lets up, as the movie reportedly asks audiences to hold on for dear life as it whiplashes about from one out of this world locale and incident to another. There are also concerns that non-fans will find themselves adrift due to the movie's endless geekiness, with James Gunn's script accused of only feigning interest in actual emotion. Well, you do gotta get the normies in. Could it be an issue for him? It could be. The humor is said to be lacking, as is the relationship between Clark Kent and Lois Lane. Nicholas Holt's performance is overshadowed by the haphazard plot, largely because Superman gets tangled up in fanciful nonsense that soon renders the entire affair superficial and silly. Most troubling is the comparison to Joss Whedon's Justice League. Superman overpopulates itself with heroes and villains it has neither the time nor the inclination to develop. And that's what people are worried about. It's like, you have so many characters in it, it might not really work right. People feel like you're just going to be thrown into a situation where it's like, okay, well, everyone exists, but you might feel like everything's just, you're thrown into something that is currently going on. And I think people want more build up to that. That doesn't bother me if you do it right. Consequently, everyone and everything is two-dimensional, no matter what that the director imaginary imagery is sharp and vibrant. Another thing, I saw a Hawk Girl leaked trailer the other day. Just type in Hawk Girl leaked trailer. It'll come up if it hasn't been taken down already. And to top it off, the headline is terrible new Superman is final nail. A nail in the coffin in superhero cinema's coffin. As you can see here, the review is negative from start to finish. And while it is only one verdict, that's what I said. It's only one. It's only one. If this is indicative of what we expect next week, it doesn't bode well for Superman. There are already rumblings about a lower than expected opening weekend. And if reviews and subsequently word of mouth aren't good, then the Man of Steel is likely to have a disastrous second weekend, even if it gets off to a strong start. Yeah, so we're just going to have to wait and see. I'm so interested now to watch. I should have got the early tickets. I should have to get the early screening. Seriously, like the pre-sales came out at a time when I was just like, I don't care. I'll see it on the day of release, and sneak preview day. You know what I mean? Which is the day before. But just the way certain things have happened and the rumblings and everything, I want to see it right now. Right now, I want a screener. WB, send it to me right now. Yeah, woo. It is what it is. It's one review. The numbers are all over the place. There's rumblings that it's horrible. There's rumblings that it's great. There's rumblings that you're either going to hate it or love it, which isn't a good thing, I think. And just my gut feeling. And my gut feeling pertains to what it means to me. I don't think it's going to be good. It'll be good to mid. I mean, suck to mid. This is after everything I've seen. And you've seen my views on it change. You know, the more I see, the views change on it. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what a man does. You know what I mean? If you're given new information, sometimes your opinion can change because it's new information. It helps to, help you make that decision. So right now, I'm just feeling it's going to be suck to mid. All right? So Stone Cold Steve Austin might be here. And if Stone Cold is going to show up, I'm going to have something special for you. A different Stone Cold entrance. So be here for that movie review. If it's bad, that's if it's bad. But I don't think I'm going to come out and be like, yo, it was good. It was good. Go see it. I don't think you're going to hear me say that. I don't think you're going to hear me say it was, oh my God. No, seriously. It's on par with The Dark Knight. With the Batman to me. I think both of those are masterpieces in their own respects. It's on par with Infinity War. That almost made me laugh. That almost made me laugh. I highly doubt I'm going to come in here and tell you any of that. That seems outlandish from what I've seen. So post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's right? Do you think it's wrong? What do you think? Let me know. And maybe I'll try to see Megan today. That looks so horrible. It looks so horrible. And opened to 10 million. Woo! 10 million subscribers. Coincidentally. Woo!